The nutrition that will change your life. Evolutionary diet. In 1998, in an article entitled Bad Like Bread, published by Physical Culture in Italy in 1998, the author Giovanni Angelo Cianti proposes a diet founded on scientific basis, on the quality of food rather than on its quantity. In practice, it is a real philosophy based on the foods with which man has evolved over millions of years. You eat your fill, yet digestion is quick and light. Energy is always at the highest level. It is not a ketogenic diet, as it always provides an easily controllable load of carbohydrates. It is not complicated like the zone diet or exaggerated like some new generation diets, and finally allows the human being to stay healthy, strong, lean, aggressive, and aesthetically consistent with current beauty standards.
Animals for slaughter are fed intensively with food that is not suitable for their biology, but which makes them gain weight faster. Gluten has been added to many foods to make them more chewable and tasty. Pre-cooked foods, snacks, and snacks are offered, which are calorie bombs devoid of nutrients, saturated with fats, sugars, dyes, and preservatives. Consequently, the first rational step we must take to select food is to go back to being animals. The use of fire dates back to 500,000 years ago. Therefore, for at least 2 million years, man behaved like any other animal. He gathered food from the environment and consumed it as it was, raw, without disdaining remains of the carcasses left by the big cats more equipped than us for predation. In order to feed ourselves correctly, it is enough then to ask ourselves what we can eat, digest, and assimilate that is harvested as it is found in nature and consumed without technological interventions. It then turns out that all foods that we can eat raw are also the easiest and lightest to digest and are above all the richest in essential nutrients. The rule is this: if a food is not digestible raw, it is not suitable for humans. And it is a rule that does not allow for exceptions.
The evolutionary diet, or Evo diet, therefore refers to the diet with which our ancestors evolved over the course of 2.5 million years and is simply rich in animal proteins with an indispensable supply of amino acids and essential fats for our structural heritage and for the immune system. Meat is indispensable to us also for its richness in salts, vitamins, enzymes, which are essential for the body. Moderate in carbohydrates and fat as it has been for millions of years. Made up of all those foods that can be eaten raw, the only ones suitable for our metabolism, or in any case to be cooked with extreme simplicity. Free of cereals and legumes, which must be completely eliminated as they still create problems for the digestive system, from tooth decay to esophagitis to hemorrhoids, and are addictive to exorphins. Since these foods not only do not serve us, but rather are harmful. The foods of the Evo diet are therefore meat, preferably ruminant, our usual prey for 2 million years, but also birds, fish, crustaceans, mollusks are all foods that we actually sometimes eat raw: sushi, tartare, carpaccio, etc. Avoid meat preserved in various ways, such as cured meats, which can become carcinogenic due to the treatments undergone. Whole eggs, honey, foods that can be assimilated without undergoing treatment, but have been introduced in recent times by agriculture and present drawbacks for human nutrition are cow's milk or milk from other domesticated animals, which is very different from mother's milk. The adult does not need this food as demonstrated by the general lactose intolerance. Fruit, which is a food to be eaten in moderation. Wine and beer, which derive respectively from the fermentation of grapes and cereals, are not recommended. However, they are not compatible and should be eliminated. Cereals that require grinding, cooking, and 3 hours of slow, laborious digestion. Legumes, which are toxic if eaten raw. Cheeses of all kinds, cured meats, desserts, sauces, cooking salt. Scientifically, the diseases that could be eliminated at no cost by excluding cereals and legumes from the diet are obesity, diabetes, Alzheimer's disease, stomach, breast, and rectal cancer, arteriosclerosis, stroke, hypertension, osteoporosis, caries, curious celiac disease, rickets, food allergies, oesophagitis, colitis, diarrhea, fissures, fistulas, hemorrhoids,